The 8-4 LA Rams are at home this week for Thursday Night Football, taking on the 6-6 New England Patriots, who are the road team, sort of. They just won at SoFi last week by a score of 45-0.
Blocked by Slater, and that opens up the door, and he's in for the touchdown.
New England is right in the thick of the playoff race, this past week scoring twice on special teams.
And that is blocked, and it's picked up on the play and grabbed by McCourty, and here comes Devin.
And playing lights-out defense. They held Justin Herbert without a touchdown, the first time he's failed to throw one in a game, while picking him off twice and holding him to a rating in the 40s.
Here's Herbert, and it's intercepted by Winovich.
That's back-to-back games where they've held the opposing QB in check, which coincides with back-to-back wins.
Here they come off the edge, there goes the throw, and it was picked off on the play by J.C. Jackson.
They get Jared Goff next. He's coming off a solid outing that saw him throw for over 350 yards, a TD, no picks, a rating over 100.
Goff will keep and power into the end zone, touchdown!
But Goff has had an inconsistent season. He's had 4 games with a rating under 80, his TD to interception ratio at 17-10.
It's an incomplete pressure on Goff.
The Rams will test the Patriots on the ground too, and it doesn't necessarily have to be overly efficient.
Ball slips through and picks up almost 9 yards.
LA turned to its ground game 31 times last week, their lead back, Cam Akers, only averaging 3.4 a run.
Cam Akers is knocked down right away in the backfield.
But even though the Rams only average near the 4-a-run mark, they're still top 10 in attempts, and that's because it plays a major role in the Rams' passing game. Goff using play action as much as any QB in the league.
Goff to Cooper Kupp. He zooms towards the first down.
The Patriots also rely on their run game to lead the way for their offense.
Steamroll on the defense.
Damian Harris had another game where he hit at 5 or more yards per carry, the Pats top 10 in both rush yards per carry and rush yards per game on the season.
Powers his way down to the 44.
But their strength is going to run straight into a Rams strength. LA is top 10 in rush yards per carry allowed and rush yards per game allowed.
Delay to Edmonds and smothered right there at the 40.
They did, however, struggle a little with the Cardinals, whose rush attack is built around a good running back and a QB with the ability to run on you.
Snap, Murray on the move.
And that, of course, is where Cam Newton has still been dangerous. He scored 2 more times last week.
Cam leaping, that's the touchdown. Book it right there. He goes in on a dive from a yard away.
Newton, the passer, wasn't called on to do too much. 12 of 19, a TD, no picks.
He'll try to jackhammer his way in, and he got it.
But just 69 yards and only 3.9 yards per attempt, his rating under 90 again.
And winding up and going deep and broken up.
But how often will they even have him throw against the Rams secondary? Murray did throw 3 TDs against them, but under 200 yards, just 4.4 yards per attempt, and a rating of just 80.4.
Intercepted. Troy Hill has a touchdown in back-to-back weeks.
And the Rams' 2020 numbers against the pass are some of the best in the league.
Murray is batted away.
Aaron Donald, of course, plays a big role in that. He got his 11th sack last week. The Rams' pass rush putting up big numbers this year.
Here comes a little extra pressure now, and the ball is out.
The Patriots will face the Rams at their house while traveling less than the Rams did for the game. How's that for bizarre? It's actually a battle of the house teams. Whose house versus Bon Jovi's "This Is Our House, It's Now or Never." I don't think that's the right song. What about the Talking Heads burning down the house? Tell us which house is your favorite. Put it in the comments section with your prediction. We'll put our predictions on the screen.
It's him on the move.
Pick up a 7. Darrell Henderson, he's off and running. He's in the end zone. Touchdown Rams.
I'm still at that left tackle. Wide open. Here comes Oshesky. Breaking one tackle, a foot race to the end zone. That's a touchdown. 38-yard touchdown pass.